Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. The main impacts continue to be the wet and cool weather that's spread across the Great Basin. We'll see these showers continue across mainly Idaho, western Wyoming, and just the northern portions of Nevada and Utah for the rest of today. Cooler temperatures will remain in place for the next few days, but we'll see some drying from the west before another cool front brings a return of cooler temperatures, wind, and some rain across the north early next week. Precipitation over the past 24 hours was fairly significant, especially over portions of northern Nevada and northern Utah, where those areas have been very dry for the last 3 or 4 months. A pretty good wetting rain was observed over these areas, and some stations came in at over an inch. There was a fair amount of lightning that accompanied these storms, but we don't have that data. A few new fires continue to pop up over Utah and eastern Nevada, while areas further north and west have remained quiet. Overall large fire danger has been decreasing with this weather system moving into the Great Basin. These observations are from yesterday afternoon, and the main storm came through northern Utah anyway in the evening hours, and so we should see those values continue to decrease over the next few days. This morning's water vapor imagery shows that main low pressure system tracking across the northern Great Basin today. This is what will continue to bring those showers and thunderstorms to much of the northern areas throughout the day today. Overall large fire potential has decreased significantly across much of the Great Basin due to this low pressure system and the precipitation and cooler temperatures. Expected weather conditions are shown on the map on the left, with rain mainly over the central Idaho mountains, the mountains of western Wyoming, and some showers across the lower elevations. High elevation snow is also expected over the Uintas of northern Utah and some of the higher elevations in central Idaho. Temperatures are very cool across the Great Basin today as well, with mountain highs only in the low 50s and valley highs near 70. By tomorrow, the low quickly skirts off to the east, and we'll begin to see some drying moving into the Great Basin. Temperatures will still remain on the cooler side, however. Sunny skies will return to much of the area, although some lingering showers will remain over eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, and possibly the mountains of northeast Utah. Temperatures will still be in the low to mid-70s across many of the lower elevations, and the mountains will still be quite cool. More drying moves into the area on Friday as a ridge of high pressure builds into the Great Basin. Even with this warming and drying, overall large fire potential will remain fairly low across much of the area, except maybe over portions of the western Idaho mountains where they haven't received much precipitation. Minimum RHs in the single digits will return once again to portions of western and southern Nevada, and temperatures will slowly begin to increase going into the weekend. 3-day precipitation accumulations are shown here. Mainly we're looking for this precip across Idaho and Wyoming to occur today as the low tracks through that region. Saturday should generally be a sunny day across much of the area with warming temperatures and seasonal highs. On Sunday we'll begin to see another low pressure dropping into the Pacific Northwest, which will bring that cool front across the north. Warm southerly to westerly flows expected across much of Nevada and Utah ahead of this next cold front. The first little cold front looks to move into Idaho on Monday, bringing those temperatures back down. And then the main low will swing across the north on Tuesday, bringing a return of cooler temperatures across much of the Great Basin, and some showers are possible across the north once again. 7-day precipitation accumulations are shown here. The bulk of this precip is going to occur today across the north, but again we'll see some precipitation return in the Tuesday to Wednesday timeframe of next week. The extended forecast from the Climate Prediction Center for the 3rd week of September is calling for a return of warm and dry conditions to much of the western U.S. And so the cooler temperatures and precipitation that we're seeing now will likely be short-lived. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.